don't know anything about me.
No!
In 1958, a groundbreaking adventure drama film called The Defiant Ones hit the screens. This movie, directed by Stanley Kramer and starring Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, tells a story adapted by Harold Jacob Smith from a tale by Nedrick Young. The film gained significant recognition, taking home Academy Awards for cinematography and original screenplay. It was also nominated for 7 other prestigious awards. This classic is still remembered and admired for its powerful storytelling and on-screen performances. Let's delve into the fascinating world it portrays. What do you think about this movie? Have you seen any other films by Stanley Kramer or with Tony Curtis or Sidney Poitier?
Much my black.
In The Defiant Ones, the storyline revolves around 2 convicts, John Joker Jackson and Noah Cullen, who are shackled together when they make a daring escape from a chain gang. At first, their relationship is strained due to the deep-seated racism and animosity between them. Joker, a white man, and Noah, an African American, have no choice but to work together to evade the relentless pursuit of the authorities as they try to travel 60 miles north to catch a train. As the 2 men journey together, they begin to form an unlikely friendship. Their initial hostility gives way to mutual respect and understanding as they realize that their survival depends on each other. Joker and Noah learn to look beyond their racial differences and discover their shared experiences and humanity. This transformation is gradual and believable, making for a compelling character development arc. The film does an excellent job of portraying the complexities of race relations in the 1950s South. The prejudices and biases that Joker and Noah hold are not easily overcome, but the film shows that change is possible through shared experiences and mutual understanding. The script is thought-provoking and nuanced, offering a powerful commentary on the state of race relations in America during this time period. As Joker and Noah travel together, they encounter various challenges and obstacles that test their newfound friendship. They must navigate treacherous terrain, avoid detection by law enforcement, and find food and shelter along the way. Through it all, they learn to rely on each other and develop a deep bond that transcends their racial differences. The film's ending is both poignant and powerful, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. Without giving too much away, the final scene highlights the transformative power of friendship and the importance of looking beyond surface-level differences to see the humanity in others. In conclusion, The Defiant Ones is a classic film that explores the complexities of race relations in the 1950s South. The storyline is compelling, and the character development is believable and thought-provoking. The film offers a powerful commentary on the state of race relations in America during this time period and leaves a lasting impression on viewers.
Mo yasa, boss.
I catch a Puerto Rio and I'll never be found.
No mo yasa.
In the casting process of The Defiant Ones, Robert Mitchum turned down the role of Joker due to his personal experience with chain gangs. Mitchum had spent time on a chain gang in his past, and he found the movie's premise of a white man and a black man escaping together unrealistic in the segregated South. Interestingly, a real-life chain gang escapee served as a technical advisor during the filming of this classic. This individual's first-hand knowledge and experience provided invaluable insights into the intricacies of life on a chain gang. Unfortunately, this advisor remained uncredited, so we do not have their name to acknowledge their contribution. Despite Mitchum's initial reluctance, the movie went on to become a powerful exploration of race relations and the human spirit. The film's impact transcended its time, leaving a lasting mark on cinema history. The technical advisor's contribution, though uncredited, played a crucial role in ensuring the movie's authenticity and resonance with audiences.
Sheriff, myself. You, douse that radio.
In 1958, the movie The Defiant Ones made a significant impact in the film industry with its thought-provoking storyline and innovative soundtrack. One of the writers behind this classic, Nedrick Young, was blacklisted at the time, forcing him to use a pseudonym for credit. Interestingly, both Young and co-writer Harold Jacob Smith can be spotted in the movie as prison truck drivers. The film's soundtrack is particularly noteworthy for its entirely diegetic nature, meaning that every sound in the movie is visible or occurs on screen. This approach adds a layer of realism to the movie, as the audience can hear sounds only when the characters are able to hear them. For instance, a character playing rock and roll from a transistor radio is a memorable example of this technique. Overall, The Defiant Ones is a powerful exploration of race relations and friendship set against the backdrop of a daring prison escape. Its innovative soundtrack and groundbreaking writing techniques make it a must-watch for any classic film enthusiast.
When I got a needle sticking in me right now, look, Joker, don't call me boy.
The filming of The Defiant Ones in 1958 presented unique challenges for the actors, particularly for Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, who performed most of their own stunts. The physically demanding scenes included a climactic run, river rapids, and a clay pit sequence. The camaraderie on set was evident, with Kirk Douglas humorously expressing his desire to play the black convict, and Burt Lancaster insisting on portraying both convicts. The film's production required a great deal of effort and perseverance from Curtis and Poitier. They bravely took on the task of performing their own stunts, which added a level of authenticity to their performances. The climactic run, river rapids, and clay pit scene were particularly challenging, yet the two actors handled them with determination and skill. Behind the scenes, there was a light-hearted atmosphere, with actors joking around and having fun. Kirk Douglas, known for his comedic timing, humorously expressed his interest in playing the black convict, while Burt Lancaster playfully insisted on playing both convicts. These moments of humor helped to alleviate the tension and physical demands of the film's production. In the end, The Defiant Ones became a classic film, known for its powerful performances and thought-provoking themes. The challenges faced during filming only added to the film's legacy, making it a memorable and impactful piece of cinema.
They call me Johnny.
Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
You don't even know me.
The Defiant Ones, a 1958 film, makes a cultural reference to the African-American spiritual, "I got shoes" is through the line, "All God's children got shoes." This classic movie marked a departure for Tony Curtis, who saw it as an opportunity to break away from his pretty boy image. Curtis, an accomplished actor, was keen to showcase his versatility through this role. He was instrumental in raising the film's budget, using his own production company to support the project. The Defiant Ones was a significant step in Curtis's career, demonstrating his commitment to taking on challenging roles and his ability to contribute to the success of a production. This film resonated with audiences and critics alike, transcending the boundaries of its time to become a classic of American cinema. The cultural reference to the spiritual "I got shoes" has added depth to the film's themes of unity and perseverance, while Curtis's performance left a lasting mark on the world of cinema.
Well, I've been saying it all my life. When I was a kid.
In the 1958 movie The Defiant Ones, director Stanley Kramer was known for showing favoritism towards Sidney Poitier. This was a reflection of the racial climate of the time, and Tony Curtis, who starred alongside Poitier, accepted it. Interestingly, Elvis Presley had shown interest in playing the role of Joker Jackson, but was advised against it by his manager, Colonel Tom Parker. Kramer's favoritism towards Poitier was noticeable, but Curtis, being a seasoned actor, understood the broader context of the time. The film, which tells the story of two prisoners, one black and one white, who are shackled together and must cooperate to escape, was a reflection of the racial tensions that existed in America during that era. On the other hand, Elvis Presley, who was at the height of his career, had expressed his desire to play the role of Joker Jackson. However, his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, advised him against it. The reason for his advice is not clear, but it is speculated that Parker may have been concerned about the potential backlash from Presley's predominantly white fan base. In the end, the roles of Joker Jackson and Noah Cullen were played by Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, respectively. Their performances were critically acclaimed, and the film went on to receive 9 Academy Award nominations. In this classic, Kramer's favoritism towards Poitier and Presley's missed opportunity to star in the film serve as a reminder of the complex racial dynamics that existed in Hollywood during the 1950s and 1960s. Despite these challenges, Poitier and Curtis delivered powerful performances that continue to resonate with audiences today. In one notably tense scene from The Defiant Ones, Noah, played by Tony Curtis, loses patience with his cellmate, Joker, portrayed by Sidney Poitier. Frustrated with Joker's behavior, Noah slaps a cigarette out of Joker's mouth, accusingly stating that he's afraid to catch his color. This powerful moment highlights the racial tensions between the two characters, who must learn to work together despite their differences while they are shackled together and on the run. This classic film was shot primarily in the Los Angeles area, taking advantage of the region's varied terrain to create different visual backdrops. By strategically positioning cameras and actors against the city's rolling hills and urban landscapes, filmmakers were able to convincingly depict distant mountain ranges in various scenes. These creative choices contributed to the overall cinematic experience, enhancing the story's sense of place and scope.
Go ahead, tie it around their neck. Go on!
In The Defiant Ones, Tony Curtis had nothing but praise for the supporting cast, especially Carl Alfalfa Switzer, who played a posse member with a transistor radio. Switzer's role in this classic was his final screen appearance before his untimely death in a shooting. Switzer was an established figure in the industry, having started his career as a child actor in the 1930s. He was best known for his role as Alfalfa in the Our Gang series. In The Defiant Ones, he took on a more mature role, showcasing his versatility as an actor. His character, a possum member, played a small but significant role in the film. Switzer's performance was memorable, and his character added depth to the storyline. The film's plot revolves around two convicts, one white and one black, who are shackled together and must work together to escape. Switzer's character was part of the posse that pursued them, adding an extra layer of tension to the already fraught situation. Switzer's performance in The Defiant Ones was his last before his tragic death. In 1959, just a year after the film's release, Switzer was shot and killed during an altercation in California. His death was a shock to the industry and his fans, and it cut short a promising career. Despite his untimely death, Switzer's legacy lives on in The Defiant Ones. His performance in this classic film is a testament to his talent and versatility as an actor. Switzer's character may have been a small part of the film, but it was a crucial one, and his contribution to the movie is still remembered and appreciated today. The Defiant Ones, a 1958 film, is truly a mesmerizing watch. Its fantastic cinematography is one of the reasons it has stood the test of time. The camera work is precise, capturing the raw emotions of the characters and the tension of the situation with great skill. The use of close-ups and long shots is balanced perfectly, creating a visual narrative that is as engaging as it is thought-provoking. The acting in this classic is another highlight. The two lead actors deliver outstanding performances, making the audience feel every emotion their characters experience. Their chemistry is palpable, adding depth to their complex relationship. The supporting cast also does an excellent job, contributing to the overall authenticity of the film. The storyline is gripping, revolving around two prisoners in chains who must work together to escape. The themes of racism and friendship are explored deeply, making the film relevant even today. The Defiant Ones is a testament to the power of unity and understanding, showing how two individuals from different backgrounds can overcome their differences and work towards a common goal. In conclusion, The Defiant Ones is a must-watch for its fantastic cinematography and outstanding acting. It's a film that resonates with audiences even today, reminding us of the importance of empathy and unity. So, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to give it a watch. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, your men been tramping all around this here place.
Coming! Get everybody up to the Jeep!
In 1958, a groundbreaking movie named The Defiant Ones hit the screens. This classic film, directed by Stanley Kramer, tells the story of two prisoners, one white and one black, who are shackled together and must cooperate to escape. The movie is significant for its daring exploration of race relations during a time when segregation was still prevalent in the United States. The film stars Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, both of whom deliver powerful performances. Curtis plays a racist white convict, while Poitier plays a calm and intelligent black man. The two actors' chemistry is electric, and their portrayal of the complex relationship between the two characters is one of the film's greatest strengths. The Defiant Ones was a critical and commercial success. It was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Director. The film ultimately won 2 Oscars, for Best Screenplay and Best Original Score. The movie's impact went beyond its awards and accolades. It was a bold statement about race relations at a time when such conversations were rare. The film's message of cooperation and understanding was a powerful one, and it resonated with audiences around the world. The Defiant Ones remains a relevant and thought-provoking film today. Its exploration of race, prejudice, and the power of friendship is as powerful now as it was over 6 decades ago. This classic movie is a must-watch for anyone interested in the history of cinema or the ongoing struggle for racial equality.
Go on.
The Defiant Ones, a groundbreaking 1958 movie, brought together a remarkable cast that included Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier. The film's unique premise of two escaped prisoners, one white and one black, shackled together, required a special chemistry between the leads. Stanley Kramer, the director, had a clear vision for the film. He wanted actors who could portray the complexities of their characters while also showcasing the racial tensions of the time. The casting process was rigorous, with numerous auditions and chemistry tests. Tony Curtis, a well-known actor, was an early choice for the role of John Joker Jackson. His charisma and versatility made him a perfect fit for the character. However, finding the right actor to play Noah Cullen, the black prisoner, proved to be more challenging. Sidney Poitier, an up-and-coming actor, was eventually cast as Noah Cullen. His powerful screen presence and ability to convey emotion through subtle gestures won over the casting directors. The chemistry between Curtis and Poitier was electric from the start, making them the ideal pair for the film. Their performances transcended the screen, leaving a lasting impact on audiences and critics alike. The Defiant Ones received 9 Academy Award nominations, including Best Actor for both Curtis and Poitier. The film remains a testament to the power of cinema and the enduring talent of its cast. The Defiant Ones, directed by Stanley Kramer, is a powerful film that explores racism and friendship through the story of two convicts, one white and one black, who are shackled together and must work together to escape. Kramer's directorial vision was to create a film that would challenge audiences to confront their own prejudices. To bring this vision to life, Kramer drew inspiration from the real-world issue of racial tension in America during the 1950s. He wanted to create a film that would not only entertain, but also make a statement about the state of race relations in the country. Kramer's style is characterized by his use of long takes and minimal camera movement, which gives the film a raw, documentary-like feel. He also employed a naturalistic acting style, encouraging his actors to improvise and bring their own experiences to their roles. In collaboration with the cast and crew, Kramer created an environment that allowed for creative freedom and experimentation. He worked closely with his actors, including Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, to develop their characters and explore the complexities of their relationship. The film's score, composed by Ernest Gold, further enhances the sense of tension and urgency. The use of African American spirituals and blues adds depth and cultural significance to the story. Kramer's approach to directing The Defiant Ones was to create a film that would challenge audiences and make them think. His vision, creative influences, and collaborative style all contributed to the film's enduring impact and resonance.
I got some coffee.
Thanks.
The Defiant Ones, a groundbreaking 1958 film, took shape in the backlot of Stanley Kramer Productions. The set design, inspired by Southern prison work farms, featured authentic details to immerse viewers in the story's world. Convict garb, ball and chain, and even the prison bus were meticulously crafted to ensure historical accuracy. Filming occurred in various California locations, such as the Southern Pacific Line's rail yards in Los Angeles and the San Pedro Harbor. The production also utilized the rugged terrains of the Santa Susana Mountains, standing in for the Deep South's unforgiving landscape. A significant logistical challenge arose from filming two leading actors, Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, shackled together. This required careful choreography and planning to capture their performances while ensuring the actors' safety and comfort. Innovative techniques were employed to enhance the film's cinematography. To capture the sense of two men bound together, the camera often followed closely, creating an intimate and claustrophobic atmosphere. Additionally, the production used handheld cameras to film action scenes, providing a raw and gripping quality. The Defiant Ones also pioneered the use of split-screen technology, allowing both actors to appear on screen simultaneously during dialogue scenes. This technique, uncommon at the time, contributed to the film's unique visual language and storytelling. Despite the challenges, the production of The Defiant Ones resulted in a powerful and enduring film, earning 9 Academy Award nominations and 2 wins, including for Best Picture. The film's impact on cinema history remains significant, as it tackled racial tensions and social issues with raw emotion and gripping storytelling. The Defiant Ones, a groundbreaking 1958 film, is a powerful exploration of race relations, featuring a memorable musical score that complements its narrative and emotional tone. The film's composers and musicians created a timeless backdrop, enhancing the story of two escaped prisoners, one black and one white, who are shackled together. Music for The Defiant Ones was composed by the legendary duo Jerry Goldsmith and David Raksin. Goldsmith, known for his versatile style, had already made a name for himself in the industry. Raksin, an accomplished composer, brought his extensive experience to the project, having previously worked on films like Laura and Forever Amber. The score features a mix of blues and jazz, reflecting the characters' backgrounds and the setting of the Deep South. It also incorporates elements of tension and urgency, emphasizing the prisoner's desperate situation. The main theme, cautiously optimistic, is a haunting melody that resonates with the characters' struggle for freedom and their evolving relationship. The soundtrack includes songs by prominent African-American artists of the time, such as Big Bill Broonzy and Jimmy Rushing. These songs not only add authenticity, but also serve as a reminder of the racial tensions present in the story. When discussing the creation of the score, Goldsmith mentioned the importance of capturing the raw emotions of the characters. He aimed to create a score that would resonate with the audience and enhance their emotional connection to the film. Raksin, on the other hand, emphasized the role of music in driving the narrative forward, stating that it should serve as an invisible character in the story. The Defiant Ones' musical score and soundtrack have left an indelible mark on film history. The composers' and musicians' dedication to their craft has resulted in a timeless piece that continues to captivate audiences today.
Maybe she won't be so afraid all the time.
One of the most iconic scenes in the 1958 movie The Defiant Ones is the chain gang escape. The scene is a perfect example of excellent direction, performance, and cinematography. The scene begins with the inmates, played by Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, shackled together, trying to escape from a chain gang. The tension is palpable as the two men, bound by chains, struggle to run through the rough terrain, with the posse in hot pursuit. Director Stanley Kramer uses close-ups and low-angle shots to capture the intensity of the scene. The camera work is gritty and raw, capturing every beat of sweat and labored breath of the two leads. The use of handheld cameras adds to the sense of urgency and realism. Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier's performances are exceptional. Their portrayal of two men, bound not just by chains but also by their prejudices, is compelling. The desperation and fear in their eyes are real, and the audience can't help but root for them. Curtis later said in an interview, "That scene was exhausting to film. We had to run for miles, and the chains were heavy. But it was worth it. It was a powerful scene, and I think it's one of the reasons the movie resonated with audiences." Poitier added, "The chain gang scene was a metaphor for the racial divide in America. Tony and I were chained together, but we were also chained by our society's prejudices. It was a powerful message, and I think it's one of the reasons the movie has endured." The scene's impact on the audience is significant. It's a powerful commentary on race relations and the struggle for freedom. The scene is a microcosm of the entire movie, which explores themes of prejudice, hatred, and the human capacity for change. Cinematographer Sam Levitt's work in this scene is also noteworthy. He uses natural lighting and muted colors to create a sense of realism. The wide shots of the open fields and the close-ups of the actors' faces create a stark contrast that highlights the scene's tension. In conclusion, the chain gang escape scene in The Defiant Ones is a masterclass in filmmaking. The direction, performance, and cinematography come together to create a powerful and memorable scene that has stood the test of time. Released in 1958, The Defiant Ones brought forth a powerful narrative centered around race relations and prison reform, contributing significantly to both cinema and societal conversations. This groundbreaking film, directed by Stanley Kramer, paired Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier as two escaped convicts chained together despite their racial differences. Audiences were captivated by the raw emotions displayed throughout the movie, which served as a reflection of the deep-seated prejudices present during that era. Many viewers felt connected to the characters' struggles and identified with the desire for freedom and equality portrayed on screen. The Defiant Ones left an indelible mark on popular culture through its unforgettable scenes and thoughtful exploration of sensitive topics like racism and friendship across color lines. Its influence could be seen in various forms of media, including television, shows, music, and other films that followed suit, addressing these crucial issues head-on. Moreover, the movie sparked dialogue about criminal justice reform, specifically focusing on the harsh realities faced by prisoners, particularly those of different races forced into close proximity due to systemic flaws. By shedding light on these matters, it encouraged people to question existing norms and consider potential solutions. As time passed, the Defiant Ones remained significant, serving as a historical reference point illustrating the progress made in civil rights movements, while also highlighting areas where improvement was still necessary. In essence, this influential film transcended its original release period, becoming a lasting testament to the power of storytelling as a catalyst for change.
And look, you should have got what was coming to you. After spitting in that.
The Defiant Ones, a 1958 movie directed by Stanley Kramer, received critical acclaim for its daring exploration of race relations. The New York Times' Bosley Crowther praised the film, stating, "It is, in fact, a powerful and challenging drama of human emotions and attitudes." He commended the lead actors, Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, for their superb performances. Audience reactions were equally positive. The film's bold portrayal of interracial friendship and cooperation resonated with viewers. It was a departure from the typical Hollywood portrayals of race at the time, often characterized by stereotypes and segregation. The Defiant Ones received 9 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Director. It won 2 Oscars, Best Original Screenplay and Best Cinematography. These accolades recognize the film's innovative storytelling and technical prowess. The film's nominations and wins were significant for those involved. For director Stanley Kramer, it was a validation of his commitment to addressing social issues in his work. For actors Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, the nominations elevated their status as serious actors. Poitier's nomination was particularly notable as he was one of the first African-American actors to receive such recognition. The Defiant One's impact extends beyond its initial release. It remains a relevant and powerful exploration of race relations, and its themes continue to resonate today. The film's accolades serve as a testament to its enduring influence and its place in the annals of film history.
To this kind of operation. You know, if your views are humanitarian, you better start thinking about the farmers hereabout as well as thinking about your own deputies.
During the filming of The Defiant Ones, Sidney Poitier and Tony Curtis, who played 2 escaped prisoners shackled together, didn't always see eye to eye. Their on-screen tension sometimes spilled over into real life, but it ultimately helped create a more authentic performance. The intense heat during the outdoor scenes was another challenge. To keep cool, the costume department would soak the actors' clothes in cold water before each take. However, this led to problems when the wet outfits chafed against their skin, causing painful rashes. Behind the cameras, director Stanley Kramer pushed his cast and crew to their limits. He demanded perfection and wasn't afraid to reshoot scenes multiple times until he got what he wanted. This relentless pursuit of quality resulted in some powerful moments on screen. One notable scene involved Poitier and Curtis struggling in a fast-flowing river while still bound together. In reality, stunt doubles were used for most of the dangerous parts. But near the end, when the characters managed to free themselves, both Poitier and Curtis insisted on doing the shot themselves. It took several tries, but they finally nailed it, capturing a raw emotion that added depth to their characters' relationship. Despite the hardships, the cast and crew formed close bonds. They often spent evenings after shooting sharing stories and laughter, helping them build a strong camaraderie that translated onto the big screen. The Defiant Ones, released in 1958, holds a significant position in film history. This groundbreaking movie brought forth a unique narrative of 2 convicts, one white and one black, handcuffed together, escaping from prison. The film's daring portrayal of racial tension and friendship was unprecedented for its time. Stanley Kramer, the director, boldly tackled issues of race and inequality, which resonated deeply with audiences. The film's raw emotion and gritty realism were made possible by the powerful performances of Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, who delivered compelling portrayals of their complex characters. The Defiant Ones left an indelible mark on cinema, inspiring numerous films and television shows exploring themes of unity, diversity, and camaraderie. Its innovative storytelling paved the way for more nuanced explorations of race relations in movies like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and In the Heat of the Night, both also starring Sidney Poitier. Moreover, the iconic chase sequence through swamps, fields, and train yards set new standards for action sequences in Hollywood. Directors continue to draw inspiration from these scenes today. In essence, The Defiant Ones has significantly influenced filmmaking over the past 6 decades. By challenging societal norms and pushing boundaries, it continues to inspire filmmakers to create thoughtful, meaningful stories about humanity's resilience and our capacity for change.
A little kitten sitting on a sewing machine.
Did you know that the 1958 movie The Defiant Ones left a significant impact on audiences worldwide? We'd love to hear about your personal connections to this groundbreaking film. Maybe it was the first time you saw a story tackle racial tensions so directly, or perhaps Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier's powerful performances resonated with you. Whatever your experience, we want to hear from you. Tell us how The Defiant Ones affected you personally or influenced your view of cinema. Share your stories with us by commenting below, liking our post, or sharing it with friends who might also have fond memories of this classic film. And don't forget to subscribe for more exciting explorations into the world of cinema. We can't wait to read about your experiences and see what other movies hold a special place in your hearts. So go ahead, take a trip down memory lane, and let's start a conversation around this influential motion picture.
I'm fixing some sandwiches. There's coffee there.
What you mean if I go through the hills? Is there another way?